Cool.
Boys.
Welcome to this
here we
week's.
go. Popped it.
Uh-oh.
Popped it. Here you go. Oh, shit. Let's go. Ready?
Smell.
Oh, hey. Oh. Here.
Hey.
Oh, twice.
Okay.
For a pod? For a pod? A 10
Oh
a
my
night?
God,
dude.
son.
I feel like I just got punched in the brain.
Hey, it's going back in the Pokeball.
Okay.
Just in case we need it again.
We're gonna release it later at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to this
Okay,
week's
it's like
episode.
hot start.
Dude, just to
Hot
clarify, I didn't get any of my left nose, but all of my right.
Dude, yeah, so did I.
Yeah, dude.
Like I felt it all go on my right. Oh my god.
Wait, so who is
Both
this guy who
both
just snorted that?
Johnny
salt?
Dogs.
Smelling stuff?
Jack Sparrow.
Matty Boy.
And Drew behind the camera. All right, so we just hit some smelling starts to get.
I was like trying to think of like a pirate because like that was really cool that Dom said Jack Sparrow and I was like, I don't know what cool pirate names.
You're not a cool pirate.
You get all hype. Wait, before you open it, what are we
okay.
opening? Let's see.
Vivid
see.
Voltage.
We're doing
This
the brand
is
new double opening of Vivid
Voltage.
Voltage.
What are we
So-
looking for? Chunky Chew?
Chunky Chew.
We're looking for Chunky
Yeah,
Chew,
that's the
so
grail
let's
on
see. Let's see. Open them up. Let's
Hey,
see
is
'em.
anyone else's eye just tearing up?
My right eye.
Yeah, my right eye's tearing up too.
All right,
So
so
is mine.
if you guys can, as we're going, just put the
Okay,
cards here, and then we'll
Fresh back.
get it
Fresh
going.
back. You're not tampered with?
Make sure.
Oh,
we
white
don't say anything.
card.
Make sure-
Oh,
You're the
shit.
boss.
Pull them both close
Let's see.
to this
Come on,
one.
white
Can
card.
you see?
Let me
Fuck, I
see.
did lose.
Green
White
card,
Well, I
red
won the
card.
last one.
Can we
I
guess
get
the
it.
energy?
Bring it in a little bit more.
4. Guess the
Spin the
energy.
card trick. There
Matt's gonna have electric, John's gonna have
we
water.
go. Matt's gonna have water, and John's gonna have green.
Holy-
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
darn.
Oh, I was right.
All right, bring him a little closer. Bring him a little closer so you can see
Oh,
both.
sorry.
There you go, right there.
Stinkfish, dude.
Meditating.
Like this is such a gross ass Pokemon.
Moo Moo cheese. Alright, I already won.
Cheese.
Oh, he's
Blitzel.
cute.
Look him up.
Beldome.
Benveni. Drillbur. He's cute.
Celery.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
Right
fish.
now.
It's an electric fish.
Oh, nothing that great.
Got a full art.
Oh shit.
We got. Oh, nice. Orbeetle. Yeah.
Johnny won. I got junk.
Yeah, crap. Well, that one's kind of cute. But
Yeah, that was cute.
Can I see your pack, Matt, real quick?
Well, I won the last one. So.
Let's see
So
that last
one
card
and
one more time. So this time
Orbeetle.
we got an Orbeetle. Full
Orbeetle
art.
V,
Very
full art,
nice.
yeah.
That dude
Very
water's
cute.
cool.
Cool.
This Pokemon's got a really cool VMAX.
Yeah.
All right, so
Last week that's like the big one.
last week we were talking about
Oh, Matang. Hey, and
Chilling Rain.
Oh yeah.
Got ourselves
We
a few
did.
boxes of Chilling Rain.
So,
So-
for those of you that don't know, we're sponsored by Walmart, and they
Yes.
hooked us up.
Mhm.
Walmart gave us this for free. We told you to pay for it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Walmart.
Thanks,
So
thanks,
it's kind
Walmart.
of cool, but
Thanks,
all I'm
man.
gonna do is just kind of open it.
Hey, I'm gonna keep the Sableye.
What?
I'm gonna keep
Ooh.
Sableye.
Dude, I'll put it in a sleeve for you, dog.
Okay.
We can protect
Ready? This is an official ETB
Chilling Rain box.
Chilling Rain.
So
These
Matt,
things
how
come with a
much?
bunch of stuff, so just so we don't open the whole thing, it comes with all that. Comes with 10 packs. This will give you like the card list and everything. Clean box though.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Very nice.
Very
yeah.
clean.
I thought it was just gonna be like one of
Very
those that like you
nice.
just kind of like fold open.
Yeah, no, very clean box.
I like it. Yeah.
Wait, and then
Ooh.
And it comes with everything inside.
Chilling Rain is
And then all I'm gonna do is
Right.
just show off the promo though.
Okay.
Here's the promo. That's it. Where is it?
Ooh, dude, just blaze it
Where's the promo?
More to Probo.
Very cool.
Castaways.
The booklet.
in.
Ahoy there.
Just telling you, like,
Ahoy.
No dice.
like
Did you
what's
just
going
get
on
a
with this
dud?
set.
Dude,
Chilling
did
Rain
this one not
pack?
come with a promo?
Oof.
Sorry.
I don't think this one comes with a promo, though.
Oh, there's no promo?
Yeah.
Ah, so
babe.
while
It only
Matt was
de-
doing this,
It only
John
depends on the set, Matt.
just
Oh,
let
the
Matt
set.
get
Yeah,
set up.
and,
You look like an
Chilling Rain.
idiot.
Stupid.
And real quick,
Idiot.
who are we looking for in Chilling Rain?
Chilling Rain, we're looking for a couple people. We're looking for a Galarian.
Galarian Moltres. So,
Moltres.
but the full art, and then that's the one that
Ah.
we're looking for. That one's going for a lot.
And that Moltres is not full fire, right? It's
No,
It's
he's like
Dark and Fire.
Dark and Fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then couple different full arts too, like this one, the Galarian Rapidash full art.
It's up here, dude.
Oh, it's up here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Very
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, and then I personally like this guy. This is a cool full art. Just kind of sitting on top of the mountain.
Yeah, that's
Real cute. Real cute, like.
All right, cool. So that was our Pokemon section. Again, we pulled out with this beauty right here.
Yes, sir. What are we doing?
So we'll be, we always do it weekly. So you guys are always more than welcome to join us.
Absolutely.
Make some predictions, see what we're gonna get this time around. But we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. Boop.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So back to our podcast, in which somebody gave us homework
Yes.
Yes.
this week. It was.
Move the box real quick.
Don't
just in
tell-
case.
I don't want any interference.
And
I just love that we're all
what did you?
gassed up on the smelling salts
So
right
since we are still on
That actually like really woke me up. But
Yeah.
80s month,
I feel like my
80s,
brain's bleeding.
yes.
Yes.
what did we watch for 80s
80
month?
months. So I gave you guys a little assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future.
Fun watch.
It's a fun watch. It's a
I always
classic.
enjoy watching
I
the movie.
actually,
Yeah.
the
This was
first time
John's
watching
first time,
it.
right?
First time
Yeah.
watching it.
Wow,
I've
really?
only seen like 2 scenes for that.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, and I didn't even
Yeah,
think
check.
about this. Back to the Future with all this like time travel stuff kind of ties in with Loki.
A little bit, a little bit.
It's the whole
'cause they're
Endgame
jumping
thing.
around the whole timeline.
Mhm.
It's the whole like
Yeah.
Endgame. That was the line in Endgame that he's like, "What is Back to the Future just a bunch of bullshit?"
Yeah.
Turns out, yes.
No,
But
yes.
so,
Oh, yes.
John,
But
what,
I don't think we have to do a spoiler free, right?
No, I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
It's
We
a
can
pretty, it's a
already-
pretty old movie.
We can dive right into it.
Yeah.
It's
And it's a classic too.
and it is
Yeah.
a classic.
But pretty much like the basis of like this one is they go back in time.
Right.
They actually don't go to the future though, but it's called Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So we
You guys
will,
ever think about that one for the first one?
Yeah.
Right.
well, that's the
Like,
point, right?
yeah.
Well, they're trying to get back to the future.
Well,
Yeah.
they're going back to the future. Okay.
Technically, trying to get back to the present.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Whoa.
okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See.
Yeah.
Very
But then
interesting.
spoiler Dom. They go to the future in the second one.
Well, that is at the end of the first one. They do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I didn't realize how like fast that happens. Like
Yes.
I for some reason always like saw that scene, thought that scene took place at the start of the second one, but it's
Well-
literally at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
where
they repeat
where
it.
they like fly into
And it
the,
flies off.
Don't they
too.
repeat it in the second one?
Yeah, they do.
I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like they literally that last scene. I think like literally it's the same exact scene, just like pasted at the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
and then like you get the sparks, and then the movie starts. Just like
yeah.
where it ends.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright, yeah.
But yeah, so we will be diving into spoilers. So if you have not seen Back to the Future, the first one, skip ahead. Watch our what we've been keeping up with.
Yeah.
But this is going to be your spoiler warning because we're going to dive into the questions.
So starting off, guys, what you guys think about this movie?
Well, I'll go first. I like the classic. Well, it's not really. No, it is classic music. Well, like we get Earth Angel. What's the other one that he wakes up to?
Oh, and there's alarm clock.
Yeah,
Damn, dude, I don't even remember.
I don't know. There were some jams in this movie.
Yeah.
There are some good ones.
And
Yeah,
is
you can
I
tell.
know there was the Van Halen thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh,
Marty
yeah.
Marty
like,
has like a
it's
little bit of like his like rock
Johnny
into
Be
him.
Good. Johnny
Oh,
Be
yeah, I know,
Good.
Yeah.
Bit of a punk too,
Yeah.
or like kind of like a punk rock type of feel, like to like this guy. He's like kind of a.
He's like a
Yeah.
neutral rocker, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
there you
he's
go.
not like a
Yeah.
hardcore, like
Yeah, like
long
he's-
haired.
Yeah,
like,
he's not
Yeah.
painting his like
But-
nails black.
Yeah.
And
but he
walk
likes
around the lawn.
rock and he
Yeah.
plays a mean
Yeah.
guitar, like
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely down with the rock and roll. Plus he
I know.
skates too.
Plus he skateboards.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
guy
Sure.
definitely can.
Comes from a rough family too.
kickflip.
Yeah.
Dad is the loser.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
But
I know.
now he's a freaking stud.
Yeah, now he is. Which
I
is
love that
weird.
for-
Which is
George
weird.
McFly.
That actually reminds me though, is because you bringing that up, him coming back to the future now. George McFly is Fly now. So according to Endgame and like Loki, this changes everything.
Mhm.
So like, I want to know. Does this not
Where's
just
the
apply
TVA?
here? Does it not? Yeah, where is the
Where's the
TVA? in here?
TVA?
Like, does it not?
Yeah.
Does it not apply here? Like, because
Oh well.
because the thing I thought of is that because immediately like after seeing Endgame first and then like Loki and all that, they say like the smallest things like will change the future, but obviously Back to the Future doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So because I was thinking like, oh, because George McFly is now like a badass and his
just a
mom
fly guy
is
now.
whatever. I was thinking like,
Fly guy.
is he gonna
Yeah.
come back and is it not like is his girlfriend not gonna like him anymore or something? Is everything gonna change? But I
Mhm.
guess everything just somehow left off the way it was.
Yeah, and like just like
Yeah.
slightly better.
Well, except for the future.
I haven't yet, which I haven't seen yet.
So maybe
But
that's where everything changed.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you guys. How'd you guys feel about, because his mom, like, being kind of down bad,
yeah.
like, the
That
entire
was
movie,
weird,
basically.
dude.
Dude, that,
Like, at first, like, I mean, obviously it's on purpose. You
Yeah,
know, like,
no, yeah,
come on,
yeah.
it's
And,
meant
like,
to
she
make
doesn't
us
know and
cringe.
stuff, but it's like...
It's like,
Yo, but
Calvin
like, we
Klein.
know.
Yeah.
It says it on your underwear,
Yeah,
Calvin Klein. It's
Oh
just like,
my God.
And then,
I was
who
like,
took off his
yeah.
pants?
She did.
She took
Yeah.
off his pants.
Okay,
I
so-
don't know why.
Yeah.
What was the reason for that, anyways?
Because he
Like
was
she
hurt,
said something.
dude. She needs to
Oh
wash
my
his
God!
pants.
That's the
This
first
guy's
thing.
hurt.
First
This guy's
thing-
hurt. I gotta take off this guy's
Nope.
pants.
And you know what? On top
All
of
right,
that,
Dom. The next time you get hurt, once we play ball,
You will not be
I'm
there,
going after
though.
those pants.
You won't be there, though.
Oh,
This Tuesday.
I'm working.
I'll be there.
I'm working.
but
John, take off Dom's pants if he
No.
Alright.
does something
So if
bad
you,
to his
like,
ankle.
Twist that ankle, dude. I'm just taking off those
I'm not
drawers.
I'll be okay.
I was gonna say, like,
Oh.
on top of that though,
Shout
like, you know, like he hit the
Shout
kid,
out.
he hit the kid with the car,
With
and
the
then they're
car.
like, stay at our house. You know, like,
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
parents like nowadays just being like,
Dude, yeah, what
my
the
bad,
hell?
come stay at our house.
Do you think
like,
that's
with our
actually like
daughter?
a 50s thing?
Yeah,
I don't
I think it
know.
was.
Like,
That's
dude,
Our
pretty
parents did some
wild.
stupid
Like,
shit.
gee willikers, like, I just, like, bodied you, like, pretty much
With
in
my
my car.
truck,
Like,
yeah.
so, like, just come over.
I
And
think
it's like,
spend
dude,
the
you know
night.
what? The
Sleep
least
in
I
my
could
daughter's
do is
bed.
just sleep in my daughter's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, without your pants on.
I'll pour you a glass of milk
Yeah.
and just jump in my daughter's bed.
Because,
Yeah.
because
AKA
Yeah.
your mom.
Yeah.
no, but it's
Oh,
weird though because
God.
like it's weird though because the mom talking to Biff, she was like, I'm not that type of girl, but then
Oh,
like
it's
later on she's like, oh
I
yeah, we
was
can
thinking-
park like oh
Like,
you mean,
fly.
fuck you want to fuck
It's
your
like-
son right now? What's happening? Like
Yeah.
this is great. Obviously she didn't. And
Pulled
then
out a ciggy
you know
and
what?
she's
You know what
just
else?
like-
She kisses him. She's like, I feel as though I'm kissing my brother. I'm like, have
Oh.
you kissed your brother before? Like
Hey, man, the 50s were a weird time.
Yeah.
I that
But
was
also,
a little, yeah,
do you-
that-
so a different thing that was also pretty weird. It was when, like, Doc was just doing his thing in, like, the parking lot, and then he's like got the car out there,
Yeah,
and then
shot.
just a bunch of dudes in a van with
Libyans,
like guns.
yeah.
Like the
That
Libyans
was-
come out of
Dude,
nowhere and
that
then
was-
start trying to shoot
but
him
like,
up.
not just guns, like an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he just
RPG.
comes out and he's just like,
That was
I
the
would-
next
I would-
thing.
I would love-
AK-47s?
Love to see like a prequel of like how he like got those guys on him.
Yeah.
well, you know, funny enough, I don't know if you guys know this, but like, Back to the Future actually has like, I don't know, you remember those old Telltale games of like
Yeah.
Walking Dead and like
Mhm.
Batman?
Oh,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that? So there's actually one of Back to the Future.
Oh,
And so, like, they delve into a little bit of that, I think, and then they also delve into, like, an opposite other sort of, like, future thing, which,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like, is later stuff, but, like, that's what the game is about. It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, what the hell?
yeah,
Yeah,
no, because
I would-
like that just came out of nowhere.
I only like pictured like Doc Emmett.
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 Dog M8.
I
That's a
don't
good
know
one.
why, but I just want to say Doc Emmerich.
Doc
Emmerich,
Emmett.
Emmerich, yeah.
Doc Emmett.
Doc Emmerich,
Shout
yeah.
out.
Go.
Yeah, all right, but
But,
no, like I just pictured like Doc going in and stealing the plutonium, but he's just in this like what's dude.
Hazmat suit.
No, dude, I'm gonna get shit for this. He's in like the Metal Gear Solid guy. What's his name?
Raiden or
Snake?
Snake.
Solid
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And he's just going around this
That'd be
freaking
so
just,
funny
like
if he was just,
compound
like,
and he's
super tactical.
Yeah.
Trying to get this
I actually
plutonium.
had the opposite. I pictured him just like grabbing it and just like running.
Yeah.
just
and,
running with like
yeah.
a freaking lab coat
Yeah.
on too.
Yeah.
But that part was so because
And he
I-
brings his dog too.
I do want to
Carlos is
like
gonna give me shit
Einstein.
if he listens to
Einstein.
that.
Einstein. Yeah, I do want to touch up on that part though. Is that I wish they would kind of. I don't know if maybe they do in the Telltales or anything, but it seems as though this kid had a pretty good relationship with Doc.
Mm-hmm.
If he's just like, hey, meet me at 1 a.m. at the mall, it's like, wait, I'd be like, nah,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
good.
yo,
It's like,
you
Mom,
kinda
I
know
think this
dude,
guy
it's
Doc's
like,
getting
it's
weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
But like he
um,
trusts him so much to where he's just like, all right, Doc, like I'll be there, and I'm like,
And then,
where did this come from? Like,
You
where
know-
did this?
you say that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it is a little weird, but throughout the entirety of the movie, them two together is like the perfect combo.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know,
it's
like-
so good.
it is.
Like,
Yeah,
it's so
They're-
nice to
they're-
see.
they're
it.
like
Yeah.
chemistry. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
actually
they're-
he's
they're-
also
they're
not
really
like
chemistry.
like Doc is also a character that you can easily get along with though in the movie. Like
Yeah,
he
for
wasn't
sure.
one where I was like, this guy's so like awkward.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like there were a lot of parts where I was like,
They just
I think
very,
I like his character the
understandable.
most.
Yeah,
like
for
I think
sure.
I liked
They
his
just
character
very
the most.
like driven, I guess.
That part was so weird. Though,
Like,
he's
he's very driven and
"They
like
found me."
he just like constantly just trying to do his
Yeah.
thing.
I don't know how, but they found me.
and then he's like, Doc, who? He's like, the Libyans. And I was like, what?
Where do these guys come from?
And then they come in that van, dude.
I totally forgot about that part.
They come in that van, dude.
My
Then
voice
just-
says that too.
and he goes,
Great Scott!
No, and then before that, because like Doc just like puts his dog
Oh yeah.
into the
Into
car,
the car, yeah.
and like then he's just like, all right, okay,
Yeah.
all right, hey. And just like doing little burnouts with it,
Yeah.
and like he's like, all right, so now I'm just gonna like send you in time.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
Plus,
send you.
plus, I thought it was funny how he like stood in front of the car and just.
Yeah.
What I
and
love
gone.
I love the reaction of Marty when like he sends a dog and he's like, Doc, like you just incinerated Einstein.
He's
Like,
like, no, I didn't incinerate anything.
Like, "Nyong," comes back. That was good. That was I have.
What was
one
his dog's
more-
name?
Einstein.
Einstein, yeah.
Mhm.
I was gonna
That's a
touch
good-
up on
that's
this
a good
though,
dog
but I'll get it later. Go for it.
Oh no, I was just gonna go into favorite character, but
Okay.
also best hair.
Ooh,
Best hair throughout the movie.
All right, low key, I have to say it. I think George McFly. Like, I don't know how that kid's a nerd because that kid is better looking than all.
I know,
I
yeah.
know,
The guy's
like-
a stud.
Like
Did-
the
the
dude,
guy's a
yeah.
Did you
the
see
guy's
his
a-
eyes?
Yeah.
Dude, his hair
Blue as
too
shit.
slicked like side and all that. And I
But
was
also
like,
like a Peaky Blinder cut too.
Yeah.
yeah, and I was
Hard
like,
fade.
I was like,
What?
He had like pretty good style too. I was like,
I know,
wow,
it's like,
wow.
why
Like,
is
the
that
kid's
nerd?
style is pretty
and I was just
decent.
like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just a confidence thing for him. But I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this kid is easily better looking than
Then freaking Biff.
Than
Yeah,
Biff.
Biff,
Yeah,
yeah.
Biff was like ugly, and I was
Get
like,
your
dude.
damn hands off her.
And then at the end, he does a little like Arthur clench with his
Oh
like,
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
and
have
like
the-
then his
yeah.
like punch face. He goes.
yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why when you said that, you immediately reminded me of like Bobby Boucher when he's like tackling. He's like,
But I think truthfully, I think Doc is probably my favorite character because I don't know. There's something about Doc and Marty that they complement each other really well. But I really like that Doc wasn't like, dude, who the fuck are you? Like, get away from me. Like, he was kind of like, dude, we gotta get you back, and like, don't tell me like what happens. Like, kind of like already like hinting that like I'm probably gonna die or something. Something happens to me, and he was just a cool character. I think Doc's probably my favorite.
Okay.
yeah. And then for me, it's a double, both great hair and best character Doc for
Ooh.
sure. Like I'm in the same
Yeah,
boat.
no, dude.
Doc
It was-
is like, and then not
He
only
had
just
great lettuce.
not only just in that movie, but like I definitely say, I mean, you haven't seen the other ones, but he
Yeah.
has such a fantastic like character arc throughout the entirety
Oh,
of,
yeah,
of the
for sure.
trilogy. He's definitely he's super interesting. But on top of that, low key other like sleeper favorite character is actually Biff because like dude, he's such a perfect douchebag. Like he's such
Yes, he is a good
just a
douchebag.
Yeah.
bully in like
But he
all
has
of the
the face,
best
too.
ways and
But
the
he has the
face,
face.
and the
It's like-
voice, like the way
yeah.
he teases, like everything like irks you. You know, he's
Why
just,
don't you make like a
McFly,
tree?
hello.
And no.
He
like,
doesn't even
like,
say
he
that.
like
Split.
messes up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
split. He's like
Yeah.
and leave.
He's like,
It's like,
"Leave?"
oh.
Yeah.
But like you know, he's such a like the typical. Don't get me wrong, he's very typical of like a bully, you know. But at the same time, he nails that role so perfectly, and like he's just the perfect a-hole, you know.
Yeah,
You're always
yeah.
there's never a point in those movies that you're like, oh, thank God it's Biff, you know. Like it's
Yeah.
always like, dude, here
Yeah,
he
he's
comes
like,
again.
"Oh," it's
Exactly.
like, I just can't
And-
stand seeing this guy.
And I love it.
But
you know?
like, I just want to just kind of see what he does.
It's so cool, you know. It's so and he plays it so well, and that's why I really like him. He's just such a sleeper, you know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
No, yeah. I would say this one's gonna be another double, but with Marty,
Marty.
because I thought he had great lettuce. I don't know why, but that
He
guy's
did.
hair was never like messed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, no.
And then I would say, him, because, dude, I was getting like a Tom Holland vibe out of him, or like, is it
Vice
the
versa.
other way
Yeah.
around, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you put Tom Holland in a role like that, he would like kind of act the same way, kind of like energetic and
Yeah.
like a little quirky, but also quick at the same time.
Yep.
But no, I just really liked his character, and like I liked how he was just always down to just mess with Biff.
That's true. Yeah.
Who was your
That's a good
favorite
point.
character?
For me, my favorite character was Doc, dude.
Doc. Yeah, he's a good character.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, he's just a good dude.
All
He's just
around
funny to watch.
One of my favorite scenes with him, and I mean, they turned it into a meme after a while, but it was like they made the diorama of like, all right, like you're gonna drive here at this time, the thing's gonna hit the wire, and here we go, it's gonna go like this, and then like the little car goes off and it like goes on fire, and like he doesn't say anything, but he just goes. It's just like,
like that's like the other thing about him, dude. His facial expressions. Dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what makes him so entertaining. Is like,
yeah.
He's so, and don't get me, it's interesting because Marty is also like very up and peppy, and like he moves real quick.
Yeah.
But like Doc is so expressive and like so extra and so funny, and it's just like it's great. I don't know, he's so.
I actually think too, like low key, like a good side character that I liked though was Marty's girlfriend, dude. Really supportive.
Jennifer.
Rocket ship.
Really supportive.
Jennifer.
Rocket.
That's the best part that I think that was like most important is that somehow like when he flopped on the performance, she's like, no, like you're gonna be great, like you're gonna be great. Like she could have easily been like, like oh well.
Yeah,
Even when he comes back though, like she's very like supportive of him and all that. Like oh let's do it, and then she's like all on board with like fuck it, let's go back in time or to the future, wherever the fuck like wherever Doc is.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah,
but actually though, she had good hair too.
Yeah.
She had great hair.
She had that like classic 80s hair.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Jennifer? Was it?
Jennifer,
yeah.
Jennifer.
But that's not the person that I'm gonna pick for best hair. I think I'm gonna go with Dom and do 50s George McFly.
George.
Yeah.
He was a good-looking
Peaky
guy.
Blinder cut.
Like he was just a good-looking guy. It makes me
nice
think that
and,
lettuce
like
on him.
just those eyes, you just freaking dive into, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, and also sleeper best character, dude. That sick truck at the end. His
Oh,
Toyota.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say, dude, that truck was sick.
That was beautiful.
That was
What is that? Like an
Tacoma.
old Tacoma?
That was a Tacoma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like an 80s Tacoma, and it was a with the headlight,
with the
lights on top,
with the bars
with
on
the
the
crossbars.
back.
Yeah,
And
on
I
the
was
back,
thinking about it
like,
too, dude.
ah,
Because as a kid,
beauty.
dude, like, I think I was just obsessed with that car, dude. And
car's
like,
beautiful.
I would just wait for that scene, and I was like, oh, dude, this truck's so
classic.
freaking sick.
Dude, that truck
Yeah.
was sick though.
Yeah.
Everything looks so nice.
All right.
Lifted and everything.
So now, favorite part or like favorite scene, and then give me a rate.
Rating? You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm gonna, cause I really like this one, but I really like the second one also. But I think I'm gonna go 8.9. Favorite part was at the dance. Once
Ooh,
he's
okay.
once he loses himself, but then
Mhm.
then George puts a sack on him and
Mhm.
then goes up, grabs his girl again, and then he's back and then he just starts shredding. That was my favorite part.
Nice.
Favorite part is kind of hard. I honestly think, truthfully, like it's kind of, for me, it's just kind of like my favorite arc of the movie is more or less like when he goes back in time. He's just trying to like help George a lot because
Okay.
like I think that's just
I'll take that.
it's just a really good like part because he's like trying really hard to like do this, but he's also like time constrained, but he's trying to be really nice to his like dad and all that. But I would say that, and then probably the dance. Honestly, like the dance is a good one.
Okay.
Maybe even the Libyan scene where they just come out. But
Yeah,
I would say that
Libyans.
that whole arc where he's trying to help George, and you can see it, and then George turns into like this like suave like good guy like at the end where she's like,
Yeah.
"Hi Marty,
Where-
like I know you asked
where
me."
he like slaps
Like,
him.
no,
I
but
know.
you see him
Right in
like
front
on
of
the wall,
Marty.
like he's just chilling on the wall, like I already know, like I already got this, and she's like, "Oh, can I just dance with George?" And then he's like, "Yeah, go for it, yeah, Mom." So I think that whole thing, and then him shredding guitar is great. I mean, he did such a good job there.
Can I get a rate?
9.9.
9.9. All right, take it.
I'll take
I have never rated a movie that high. I'm gonna go with 88. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
88. Yeah.
Patty Kane.
Patty Kane.
Did you give a rate, Matt?
Yeah, I did 8.9.
8.9. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Drew.
Well, so this is for those of you who don't know, Back to the Future is easily my favorite trilogy. Like I love it. It's just so different.
Because all of them are great.
And that's what I was gonna get say.
Really good.
In particular, the second one is my personal favorite. I really like the second one. It's it definitely better than and it definitely pushes off of the first one.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it's a little bit better. But that being said, I think in this one, my favorite scene was probably just the times that like Marty just made Biff eat it, you know, like that was sick. And especially like, you know, that he's willing to like clock him like nothing, you know. He's just like the short strip of a kid.
I was gonna say like
such,
in the
yeah, just such a
because I
short
think in the
thing.
diner.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because like
First he gives him like a little trip,
Exactly,
and he gets
yeah,
up
yeah.
and like he's like, hey, I
what's
think
over
there's something over there. Boom!
Yeah.
Socks his ass, and then he just books it.
Exactly. He's such like a
dude.
rascal, and it's like that's like such
love
cool
it.
parts of the. Those are such funny parts of the movie, and overall, like it's just a solid watch. You know, like it's classic. I feel like it's timeless. You can watch it over and over again. Again, like the second one is definitely my favorite because of, I mean, Loki spoiler, but not really. But I'll just say the almanac. That is an interesting change. That's what a really game changer, and it's, you know, it's so different, but like really interesting the way it turned into.
But it's
that.
also like a very common like concept that everybody like
That's thought
like,
about, you
kind
know?
of like thought about and like talks about, and it's like oh my god, like because if I went into the past and like I would bet on this game, that, and then I'd just be a millionaire.
Yeah. So overall, that being said, it is, you know, again, part of my favorite trilogy. So it's definitely a 9.4 for me. It's you know, rewatchable, classic. Tunes are great. The songs are you know, even the visuals, like, and it's crazy because like even the effects of the car, the DeLorean going back in time, like that looks good even now. You know, it's surprising.
It does.
It's and not only that, but like something about seeing it like just disappear, and you just see these trails of fire, like that gives me goosebumps every time.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just so unreal. So like it's got to be a 9.4 for me for sure. It's a beautiful movie.
Good score. All right, and then that would leave me, right? Professor John. So I think my favorite part was like the part in like the diner, gives the guy a good little punch to the nose.
Oh, hey, what's that?
Knuckle sandwich, and then he like bodies his boys too.
Yeah,
dude. They fall like bowling pins, and then they do the little car chase, and then Biff kind of like gets a bunch of shit on him too.
Literally
He
literally
ate shit. Yeah, I know. And so that would be my favorite part. And the rate for me, I'm gonna go 9-0.
I know, flat score.
Yeah, flat score.
Nice.
That was the other thing though I wanted to bring up real quick. Does the second one have to pertain to anything about the first one?
Yes.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, he comes back and then he sees himself go back in time again. So does it have to do with that?
No.
So then what the fuck happens to that guy, to Marty that went back in time again?
Well, like, that was just a part of the loop.
So it's just a constant loop then?
No.
So it's not like a constant loop, but like that was like the chain of events, right?
So nothing happens with the Marty that goes back again?
There's no Marty that goes back again.
Yeah, at the end so when Marty comes back,
it was the one that he saw. Like,
he watches
himself.
them go back again in time.
Yeah, and then that one goes in time, and then does that thing over again.
Yeah,
and then that's where that he like kind of ends up, right?
Think of it.
He essentially like overlaps
point to point race.
Yeah.
Like he is watching the race start pretty much, and then that Marty does all the things that led to him at that point where he was at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a little confusing because I feel as though like
it would be a problem if he like goes up to that one.
Yeah.
And like then he tries to like
so
talk
then
to that one. That's when it's like a problem. But
then
he just observed, and that was just.
Then. Okay, I guess. It's just, like, really weird, because then he talks to Doc, because Doc's miraculously not dead. Yeah. And then,
because that Doc is thinking, it's like, alright, so we just went into the past, and then he's coming back.
Yeah, I remember which one. So, yeah, it's like, essentially, he just didn't touch anything that happened, you know? It's like he was a bystander to all the events, and he just still left anyways, you know? Like, that already happened.
But does that Doc have to stay and talk to the Marty that comes back? That's what's confusing me.
Like, he never left. Like, yeah, he stayed, you know? He never, ever left, like...
It's just really weird, because at the point there's two...
Because
Martys.
The one that goes in... So, the one that goes back in time... Again, like, that's the one that is going to come back, like,
and
10
watch
minutes
him
before.
And watch him again, yeah.
And then just kind of watch him again. And then that's where those events kind of like continue.
Okay.
He
It's really
essentially-
confusing.
he
Time travel.
Well,
So
yeah,
The
well,
way-
it's like, well, like,
it
that's
is
a fun
time
thing about
travel.
time travel.
I
so
think
it's like,
the best way to explain it is that he basically came back, obviously minutes before
10
that
minutes
happened.
before.
So
Yeah.
before he left, so like he was still technically there. So
But,
it's not like they both just like disappear because they're both there.
Yeah.
Like it's two different people, kind of like Loki. It's like two
Yeah.
different Lokis.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
Speaking
Well,
of Loki,
yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
It's fine.
good
I'll leave it to
segue.
you.
good. Well, yeah.
With
so-
time travel. But the thing that I would like to say about this one is that this one's a classic. It's a fun watch
Yeah. It's
every single time, and I would say, Dom, check out the other two. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on
Yeah.
Netflix. I was gonna watch them anyways because I think they're going off Netflix on the 30th.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
set to
so,
definitely
just
should.
if you enjoyed the first one, definitely give the second and third one a try. They're pretty entertaining.
Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, that was our homework for this week. We're still doing well. This was going to be the last. No, wait.
No.
So today will be our last assignment of the '80s week
Yeah.
because Dom will give us an
Okay,
80s
yeah,
movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
haven't given
next week, we'll go ahead and let you guys know once after Dom gives us our homework, so that way you guys are prepared for it. But yeah, you're more than welcome to watch our homework with us. You guys already know. So that way you can join in on our conversation. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the stuff we've been watching, keeping up with. And we're going to start it off with, like usual, Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
Bad
Good
Batch.
episode
Big,
this week.
Good
big
episode.
episode
Big
this
episode.
week.
Yeah.
Very
We don't
big.
do spoiler free though.
Very big.
We don't do
Let's-
spoiler free. No, we
Yeah,
jump
no,
right
we're,
into
we're
it.
keeping into it.
Yeah, we'll just jump right into it. And for those of you that don't know, we had another appearance from a character from Clone Wars.
Right.
Real quick before I get into it, who did you
Spoiler
guys
warning.
think it was gonna be?
I don't know, but I thought it was gonna be a Jedi.
I got definitely Jedi vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be a Jedi.
I thought it was
Spoiler.
gonna be a teenage like Boba Fett.
Oh,
Pretty
maybe.
wild. I don't know what Boba's doing at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. But I just thought that'd be cool.
I know him and Vader had a couple feuds like during Empire and all, like before that, but
Mhm.
I thought maybe we get a Jedi, but I think I was looking for like burn marks for like lightsabers and I didn't see
Yeah.
it. But all in all, though, it was a good episode, and one of Force 99 comes back. Yeah, Crosshairs. Crosshairs
Yeah.
comes back.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I was like, what did you
Yeah,
say?
no, yeah.
First,
Yeah.
first
Wait,
I
wait,
thought you
what?
said like the Force. I was like,
No,
like,
Force
wait.
9. They're called Clone Force 99.
yeah.
But yeah, Crosshairs makes another appearance because we hadn't seen him in like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And
I
then-
just wanted to turn back already and like
Yeah.
just be with the boys.
Well, he's messed
know,
up now.
I don't
though.
think he is. I don't think he's gonna come back.
I don't
I
think
think
he's
it's.
coming back
I think
either.
it's reached a point.
I
And
think that they're
Where
just
he's
gonna have to
so
kill
gone.
him.
so that's what I was gonna get into. So I feel like they're kind of making a position, kind of like an Anakin position. Like
Yeah.
like now that he's like they faced each other, and he's literally quite like a parallel. Like Anakin got burnt
Mhm.
towards the end. Like this is the cutting point. This is like the tie. I will be very surprised if it does change, but I have this weird feeling that it won't, and like it's gonna delve into the fact that Crosshairs is just gonna be our main bad.
Yeah.
Yes, like the Emperor and Tarkov. I mean, what's his name?
Tarkov.
Not Tarkov.
Tarkin.
Tarkin.
Gideon.
Tarkin. Yeah.
Tarkin.
Yes,
It's
Tarkin.
like
Gideon.
Yeah.
Tarkov
But
is a game.
yeah.
Friday.
I think they're going to be on the side, and Crosshairs is going to be the main one. Like, I feel like this is going to twist his mind or, like, just really, like, focus him in and, like, because this is, this is a turning point for him. Like, his friends literally burnt him, like,
Yeah.
left him,
Yeah.
burnt
No,
and
yeah,
gone. So,
yeah,
like,
no,
this is
like-
going to be, like,
Well,
this
that's
is it.
where-
His
Like he almost
vendetta
lives like a
is,
freaking broken man,
Yeah.
dude. He got his freaking shit beat in.
and then
bro.
especially after
Like,
how
he's-
pissed he was afterwards, he was
Yeah,
like, get off me. Like,
no,
I want to
there's-
go. Like, I'm fine.
There's I don't know. I think it's looking more unlikely that he's gonna come back.
I think it is heading that direction. I just think also at the same time, I'm thinking maybe this might have done something because he got burned by a Venator jet engine. Maybe,
Just a big
maybe,
ass-
maybe a part of him.
Big ass
What if the chip
burst
now
of
is maybe a
energy.
little like wonky? Like maybe if he
Ooh,
kind of goes back
maybe.
and forth a little bit.
Really, yeah.
That'd be
Like,
cool.
like he'll kind of like kick
Ooh.
in and then it'll like come back and it'll be like never mind, good soldiers follow
Yeah.
orders and then
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
so I don't know yet because there's a lot to still take because we're barely at the halfway point
Yeah.
and I mean like I don't know, there's still 8 episodes, so I wonder what's gonna happen next. I mean, they obviously have to find more of a direction.
How we doing on the whole Baby Yoda?
Well, they're definitely doing a parallel too.
Are we doing the Diamond Hand still? Because
this is my thought on that.
I'm thinking if we don't get any little like taste or like foreshadowing, like in the next 2 episodes, then I'm for sure.
So I was thinking about that.
I don't think it's.
I don't think so. Part of me thinks that they might not have a Grogu thing in this season. I think they've almost pretty much closed the door on it, but I don't think they've locked it. I don't want people. I think that they don't want people like
to focus on it.
Yeah.
But the reason why they didn't lock
sense.
it is I feel as though for maybe the next season, if they have one, they'll open it up again and they're like, all right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a whole, like, kind of like world building phase. Kind of like we didn't know much about the Bad Batch, so we're getting through that now.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, at this point, it's kind of clear that they are doing also the parallel of Omega to Baby Yoda. Because, I mean, like, well, we've seen Baby Yoda get taken as well.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, it's kind of the same thing. They're pulling the same cards. So, clearly, at this point, it's kind of clear that they really want us to focus on just Omega. You know, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She's
don't
the
think,
focal point.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to bring in, like, another baby little thingy or, you know... I mean, the Jedi is still iffy, I feel like... to come in as an assist, but in terms of like the baby vulnerable character, like I think Omega's gonna be it.
And a part of me is also thinking too that well, not a part of me, but Nick was actually saying that like how could it be if they ended up retconning the last 3 and then they made like a Skywalker thing where he's training Grogu and Omega.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be really cool.
Ooh,
Like he has his own Padawan.
They should totally just retcon.
They should.
I honestly have a weird feeling they might. Like honestly, like
they could totally do it, dude. And Star Wars
I
fans
think they might.
wouldn't blink, dude.
No,
they'd
they
be like,
wouldn't.
okay,
They wouldn't.
okay, yeah, great,
and
awesome.
And the thing
and
is,
like that's just like a brand new bag for them just to collect.
I think
Yeah.
the only
3
one
movies.
I would be sad to lose is like The Force Awakens.
the 7th, yeah.
Because it was don't get me wrong, like and of course it like that one mirrored the 4th movie. Well, technically the first movie, but like at the same time, it was good. You know, it was a pretty solid movie for what it was. Like they introduced a lot.
Setup.
It was interesting. Yeah, visually too, it was really
They
nice.
didn't do too much,
But-
and they also didn't do too little. They gave you a good taste of what could happen, but they just ruined it after that.
And that's what I was gonna say. That would be the only one that I'd miss. Everything else, like, and I'm sure a ton, like you were saying, a ton of fans wouldn't bat an eye at like the fact that like, all right, we're redoing this, like, but we're gonna do this, like, you know, if they were kind of a little bit more clear on like, hey, we are gonna focus on these characters, you know, instead of making it a whole Skywalker saga, you know, maybe it might turn into that, but who knows?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
And like you said too, is that they're focusing a lot on Omega, which is great because we didn't get all that much focus on Rey in the new ones, and then she just randomly got powerful. We didn't understand from what. So I would like for them to focus on her and build her up and not just have her be some like OP character somewhere down the line. I would love for Omega to start slow. Cause I mean,
this was a question that like I wanted to ask you guys, because since we now know that the Kaminoans are the ones that want her back.
Why Omega? Yeah.
So does that give us even more reason to believe that she might have some midichlorians in her system?
I think she does.
To be force sensitive. I really think she does.
Because there would be no reason as to why they would be like get her back and not the match.
It's either one or the other. Either it is the Force thing, or maybe she's part of the new template. You know, because they did say that like Jango's DNA is starting to run dry. Like the only other next best thing is Boba's DNA. But I mean, who knows where the hell he's at currently? So
and it's interesting too because like. Oh, for those of you that don't, I don't think we said it, but Cad Bane is the guy that comes out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Blue Boy, yeah.
Such a cool bounty hunter.
Yeah. Cool bounty hunter. Really cool character. I actually got. I felt pretty good seeing him because I was reading something a couple days before the Bad Batch came out, and it was an article of like where the hell is Cad Bane, and then it's only just that he just comes out, and you're like, oh, okay, this guy's pretty cool, but it is not like new for people to inject Jedi or like Force sensitive like blood or genes into things, so that's where I think Omega has something. I don't know of who. For example, like Grievous has Jedi blood in him. Really? When Grievous came back, when they turned him robotic, they put Sifo Dyas's blood into him, hoping that he would be.
Oh, no way.
That's how he came back, but he ended up now being Force sensitive.
Wow. Oh, dude, no shit. That's
so it would be pretty interesting to see who it is. I doubt it would be. At this point, I even doubt it would be Palpatine, just because like he wouldn't let somebody just take his blood.
No, yeah.
So it's definitely, I think, somebody else.
It's Palpatine. There you go.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a Skywalker actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually is
She's
Skywalker.
Omega Skywalker.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Just like Rey.
Yeah. So
But,
Rey.
The best Skywalker.
She's the best Skywalker.
Overall, like, definitely one of the best episodes we've gotten in a minute, you know? Honestly,
Yeah.
like, it might have trumped the last couple of two.
Yeah,
This one
I
was
think
just...
so.
I would say the
Something about-
past, like, 3 episodes, like,
yeah.
they've been good back-to-back episodes.
But
Yeah.
but in my opinion, this one just kind of, like, they were good back-to-back, but then this one was just, like, right at the top.
Yeah,
you know?
and,
not,
like,
not above the first one, because the
just
first
give
one
it,
just...
like,
Yeah,
a...
first was perfect, yeah.
But,
Okay, good, better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
it's, like, kind of, like... I would like for them to follow that, like, that... Because, like, that kind of trend
So,
that's going on.
Quick question before we move on to Loki. What do you think the second half is going to be about? Like, what are you going to see?
I think we're really gonna focus on Omega a lot more. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's...
more and more, like mostly her history and her genetics.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I think it is going to be revealed finally, like in these last few episodes, what her thing is, like what makes her so special,
Okay.
why people want her so badly, and on top of that, I think we're gonna definitely get a focus on Crosshairs. Like it's just gonna be those
Absolutely,
two.
yeah.
It's gonna be Omega, and then like towards the end, it's
Because
Crosshairs.
he's
for
messed
sure.
up. He's all bandaged up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for
and
his
he has
shooting
the mask on, and his arms in a sling. Like
Mhm.
he's just all sorts of
Yeah,
messed up.
dude,
So,
beat up, man.
He's all messed up. Yeah. Sure.
What do I think
Like,
that's, like, to
second
come?
half. Yeah.
I would say the same thing, though, like, because I definitely think that they're gonna, like, focus on those two, because those are the biggest questions right now.
and
So.
especially since we're reaching, quote unquote, the end game. You
Yeah.
know, like we're reaching the finale, so we
Yeah,
really
no.
need to hone in on what you
Yeah.
know has been going
And
on.
also,
So do you
I
think
like,
less fillers then?
I do.
that's what I was about to
I
say.
do.
That I
Yeah.
like can't like see them doing like a couple more fillers.
Well,
Especially-
or just wasting time.
That's
Like,
what I
I
was-
don't, I don't
especially-
think that they're gonna be wasting time. Like I think a lot of things that we'll see now will be meaningful.
That's what,
Yeah.
especially with those like 20-minute time slots. You
Yeah.
know? Like I think
Yeah.
at this point,
It's
like
not a long time.
it's
yeah.
gonna be substantial.
Yeah.
All right, but for the final episode, do you think we're gonna get a fat episode, like 50 minutes?
Dude, I hope so.
That'd be nice.
Give
I
me like
think
a
so.
60-minute, 70
I
minute.
would think so.
maybe?
Oh, dude,
I don't know
that'd be
because
longer.
their first
Or
episode
like
was
40,
over an
give me
hour.
like 40.
Yeah.
Their first.
Give me 40 minutes for the last.
You know what?
episode.
I'd say maybe.
I think Filoni can do anything at this point, so I just think 20 minutes is a little too short, maybe for a finale, unless they give you like a great cliffhanger. But I think same. I think we're gonna be moving in direction. And do you think how many episodes do we get Omega back?
Ooh, I don't know. 3.
Do we get Omega back?
2.
I think it's gonna be. There's gonna be like 3 episodes left. She's gonna come out in that one, and those finale 3. I think it's just gonna be a focus on like fighting of Crosshair.
And then
I got
she's just gonna be like picking up people with the Force.
Oh my god.
Do you think Crosshairs maybe helps get Omega back?
Maybe that's
That'd
an
be
interesting one.
It's interesting.
But what if maybe that's his redemption? Maybe he dies to save her
Oh.
You know what?
after he's done the
He
Bad
kinda-
Batch so dirty.
He kind of
Yeah.
looks like
You know?
have you
I
guys
can
know
see
who
that happening.
That'd be dope.
Taika
That'd be
Waititi is? The guy that
Oh,
he kind of
does
looks like him.
him. Yeah.
Kind of looks like him, just like without like messed up hair.
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I'm ready to look forward to it. Second half and Star Wars. I'm all in.
But yeah, Star Wars has been killing it lately. So that's going to be it for our little Bad Batch bit. So next, we're going to get into the next thing we've been keeping up with, and Loki.
Loki.
So with this one, again, it
Crazy
is in its
episode.
second episode, so we will start this one off with spoiler-free. And then we'll get into it, and then next week, since it's the third episode, like we'll just jump straight into spoilers,
Yeah.
since it's still relatively new.
Yeah.
But so let's start it off. So this is going to be spoiler-free version. What do you guys feel about this one?
It was good.
It was a
It was
really
a good episode, and it builds really good off of the first one, because
Yep.
the first one was very interesting, and this one just had a good build to it, and things start to take a good turn, I guess, for Loki and then what's his name?
Mobius.
Mobius.
Yeah. By the way, they have great
Dude,
chemistry.
I love them together. Man.
I just
And-
love
and-
seeing them just banter with each other and like
Hiddles-
kind of go back and forth.
Tom Hiddleston is like showing his acting chops.
He is,
dude.
he
Yeah,
is.
dude.
And
Like,
he's had
that
some,
guy-
but
dude, no, well, yeah, no, for sure. But it's just like, and I just love how much Loki that we're getting, and he's almost predictable in a sense. Like once he was like at the start of the episode, there's a part where he's really Loki. He's really
Mm-hmm.
playing up the god of mischief.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, dude, like, this is so cool. Like, I just love that we're getting the show.
Right.
But no, dude, this episode was dope, man. And I'm glad that we got the reveal that we got towards the end.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
it was good.
Yeah.
this episode,
So-
like just gets me pumped for the like probably like the next four
This
episodes,
So
right?
let me.
Yeah,
Because it's
it
6
is-
total.
Yeah, it's a 6-episode run, right?
Yeah, it's a short one.
Yeah.
So that being said, that last little bit, do you think it's going to be a huge game changer for the rest of the show? Is this going to be where the focus is at?
Okay,
Completely?
so it's really weird.
I think half yes and half no. I think.
But also, I kind of don't want them to be chasing like the entire show.
That's
I
true.
get you.
So that's what I was gonna say. Is that Loki is the god of mischief, and with that ending, I can't pinpoint what his angle was, because I'm like,
That's the part that I love about this show,
Yeah.
because it's just like he's like predictable in a sense, like okay, like he's up to something, but he's very unpredictable because you don't ever know what that something is.
You don't know what his angle is.
But then,
And
but then
then,
it kind of
like-
is like
and
because
then,
of
like,
Morbius.
Throughout this episode, because he's just constantly trying to build like that like bond and that like, okay, like I promise that I'm not gonna like double cross you, cross you.
And Morbius
And
is
he's,
really
like,
trying to trust him, but
Uh-huh.
like at the end of the day, he knows that he can't trust like Loki no
Yeah.
matter what.
But all right, so I think we can just go into spoilers.
Let's jump
now.
into the spoiler
So
version. So if you guys have not seen the show, skip ahead now because we're going to be talking about
Get
a
the frick
cute
outta
Disney
here.
movie.
Yeah.
But
Go get the
for
frick
now,
Come back.
if you haven't seen it, get out of here.
Mhm.
So this is going to be your
Come
final
back, we
spoiler
love you.
warning. So kicking it off hot, female Loki.
Dude,
Ooh.
it's
Lady Loki.
we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming.
1000%, dude.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming,
I can see
and
it. I remember now.
especially with his whole like gender fluid thing, I think people
Yeah.
started getting a feeling.
Yeah.
that
And it said
yeah.
the name in the file too, like of the girl. Like that's
Yeah.
who she is in the comics. Like that's what her name
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
It's,
they
it was
teased it.
man, like dude, this episode is crazy.
she's a little
and-
minx. She's a little minx.
She's a little
You know,
nice.
and also very
Sneaky.
comic accurate.
She's,
Even the
crafty.
horn, the
Yeah.
broken horn, that's
No,
comic accurate.
And,
Yeah.
and
Very
then
nice.
did she always have blonde hair? For some reason, I was picturing Lady Loki to be a brunette.
No, she had
Yeah.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
In the comic, she had blonde
I, you know what though? Like it's so crazy because like that ending that happened where he goes through the portal with her. That's what I'm talking about. It's
Dude,
like,
yeah.
what is his angle?
Yeah,
I know.
Well-
I saw because there's a really good part where they show Loki and they show Mobius like looking at each other,
Mhm.
and like Mobius is like no, stay, and he's looking, and then he just goes, dude. Like he walks straight through it, and he's gone.
The
And
last
I
second.
just want to know why. Like
Yeah.
I
You
I
see,
just want a quick answer to that.
What-
Like why did he go through?
know.
through
What,
that?
and
I
see,
don't know.
what my thing is, I believe like it's gonna be because this is Loki. Think about it this way: this is Loki. He hasn't done a change yet. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done something to realize that I should be a good guy now. Like yeah, he saw his mom die or whatever, but like at the end of the day, dude, he's still Loki. So I feel like it's gonna continue like this up until maybe episode 5. Then something big's gonna happen. And he's gonna be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this all for myself. And then it's gonna be a switch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Because now, since he's still Loki, he's still in it for himself. He wants to talk to the timekeepers. He wants to do his thing. So he's gonna keep doing his thing.
Ooh,
for him.
and then do you guys think he's ever gonna talk to the timekeepers?
I don't know.
I hope so at the
maybe.
end, and
That'd
I
be
think
so
he's gonna
sick.
talk to Kang the Conqueror.
Maybe
You know,
because I think
I-
Kang the Conqueror is one of the time
Eternals.
So I want to mention that. So some people have been talking a big theory in Marvel because you know how the next Ant-Man movie is Quantumania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
think I know where we're going with
A
this.
big thing people have been saying that is in the quantum realm. Kang is like residing in the quantum realm, and that's where he's like doing things. But that's what people are speculating.
So in the last Ant-Man movie, or it might have been in Endgame, but I think it was in the last Ant-Man movie where they show the quantum realm, right? And people zoom in on this part. There's a city.
Structure, yeah.
There's like a
Yeah.
structure. There's like a skyline almost.
People think it's Kang.
People are saying that's the TVA. That the
Yeah.
TVA is located
Interesting.
in the quantum
Quantum
realm.
realm.
That's
but
why
just-
the time is like going like
Different.
different.
and then
there.
every time people talk about this is all from this theory that I saw on TikTok. I don't know who the guys that were talking about this, but it makes sense. And they were saying that every time people talk about the quantum realm, they say time moves differently here.
Time moves differently, yeah.
So I think that's where the TVA is, and I think that's where Kang the Conqueror is.
Dude, it's so like going back to the Future. Like, dude, time travel is so confusing.
Yeah, and like
because
that was like the thick of this episode because. Like they were diving into some shit, dude.
They were
of like trying to
And
find her.
How sick was it that Loki figured it out about the
Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hiding in Apocalypse.
Because like you can do anything that you want up in those settings.
It's
Goes
so
to
sad,
Pompeii.
but like it's
Goes to
true.
Pompeii.
Yeah.
It's so sad, but it's true
It's
because
true,
they're all
yeah.
just gonna die anyway.
Because he tells everybody in
That's the
Pompeii,
reality of
all of
it.
our ancestors. He was like,
Yeah,
y'all are gonna die.
You're gonna die. And
But
it's
I
like-
think that was
You're
like
all gonna die.
I'm
We're
Loki.
from the future.
We're from the
I'm
future.
Loki.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
it's so
and it
weird
didn't
because
change anything.
And it didn't change nothing.
I felt like the roughest but the most entertaining part of the whole episode was this constant like, oh, like I kind of want to trust Loki. I want to trust him, but like don't trust him. And that's exactly what the thing. Like,
but
he's always gonna do it for himself. You know,
But you see that though. I think he was literally says that this episode, and he's like, dude, you love stabbing people
Really
in
bad.
and
Done
it's
it so
like
many
you've
times.
like done it like 50 times.
Well, okay, so this is the part that I think Marvel for sure is playing with their heads, is that when the portal's open and Lady Loki walks through it, and then Mobius is like, Loki, don't go through it. He goes through it, kind of like that whole like backstab thing, but his facial expressions look differently.
So
he looked like
I think
I
almost
think he
according to
went
plan,
in
yeah.
like just to be like, all right, because I'm gonna like bait her in and then like kind of be like, all right,
You
I'm
mean like
like
a
down with this whole plan with you, but then try to get a little closer
He's
and
like
then
a
bring
scout.
in the TVA.
See, he didn't have
I think he's gonna have a
that
scout.
same like
That's
he
true.
had like a not like a concerned face, but like I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I have to to go in and do it.
And I think that's what it's gonna be like. This sort of like, you know what? Like I'm still want these Loki tendencies, but then like that that emotion is gonna be like stretched throughout the thing of like, do I really want to do this? You know, like maybe I'm a good guy now.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what they're gonna focus
But
on.
also, because I was thinking about this, that like, because like first he like tells the dude that he loves to be right,
Right.
and then they go into the store. Then he's like, all right, so I have to prove to you guys that like it's okay to trust me. So like that's what I'm gonna do. So maybe this is what he's doing right now. But it's like that's like the best thing about this right now, that it
Yeah.
can go both ways.
Exactly.
But you know what though? Like, part of me also gets so upset at this episode because I'm like, dude, that girl is such a bitch, and I understand her angle, but she's like, no, I'm staying with Loki, and I'm like, well, because of that,
Oh, yeah,
you got turned,
I was
and
like,
then
you're an idiot.
now nobody's gonna believe like you.
Yeah.
Like, she might even slander his name and be like, oh, he did it, like he did it.
Like,
Yeah,
it was
no.
deserved though. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
it was like redemption. Like,
I was like,
that's what you get for being so dumb.
that
Like, come on.
part was like pretty frustrating. I'm like, dude, are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Really?
And then
Like,
she gets turned so quick,
that's so
and I'm like,
frustrating.
here we go. Like, but
Overall, man, I thought it was a great episode.
It was.
Again,
Oh wait, bombing the sacred timeline, dude.
Oh.
How the hell are they gonna fix
well,
that?
that's what I was gonna bring up, because now I don't know if this is gonna lead into like a multiverse. Is this gonna lead where? I don't know what this is gonna be. But if you look closely to where all the times are, they're like in these like create like one of them's on Vormir, where
dang,
you
yeah.
get the stone.
yeah.
Oh,
What
shit.
happens there? Does Loki go there? Do they see maybe Black Widow like just chilling there, and he's like,
Yeah.
hey, you're gonna die? Like, what happens? Another one is on Titan. Well, what happens there?
Yeah.
They even had a couple Easter eggs. One of them was in this like one random place where I think it paid tribute to one of the directors for this, or one of the writers. He died, so they have it there, which is pretty cool. But I don't know what's gonna happen with the timeline now. Like, things are gonna reset.
Dude,
Yeah.
well, like, yeah, that's actually a pretty huge part, because it's like,
That's like how
they
do
said,
fix it?
another Nexus event could lead to another secret war, and it's like,
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
Nick sent me a video by Screen Recorder, I think, or something like that, on YouTube, talking about every single like timeline and how it's gonna change things and all that. And it's like, I can't really remember too much from the video off the top of my head. I should have watched it before I got here, but it just had this super in depth thing where you're thinking like, for sure this is leading up to like the new and upcoming like Marvel
yeah,
things. And even
like the big bad,
Mhm.
yeah,
and that's where it throws me out. Like why you're gonna reset the time like at Vormir? Why? You know, like, you're gonna set the time on Titan. What does it have to do with Thanos? What does the Vormir thing have to do with? Or like even like all the other places. I can't remember. I think one was even on what is the place in Guardians? that they're friends with.
Nowhere.
No, one I think was in Nowhere too because he's a Celestial. Nowhere's a Celestial. The group
that was like a big ass like skull, right?
Nowhere was the Eternal's skull.
it was a Celestial,
Or-
yeah.
Or Celestial
Yes,
skull,
yes,
sorry.
yes, yes.
So they're
Ooh.
living in like a So
Yeah.
and then that's where I think like a lot of these TV shows are panning out a lot of the questions we have for like the movies.
Mhm.
So like you could tell that these are like super necessary, but now I just feel as though the direction we're gonna find a lot more direction towards Eternals, a lot more direction towards this multiverse, and hopefully we get more on that because like this, we had so many questions like what's going on Spider-Man, all these people capping and all that. I'm like, even they asked the guy from Eternals something about Kang and he was like, oh I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like we've been there before.
Yeah, they asked William Dafoe, I think, right?
No, it wasn't Dafoe. William Dafoe is the dude from Spider-Man.
No, yeah.
They asked
because they asked that guy something,
Yeah.
and he was not hiding.
He's
something
like, no,
very
it's
well.
like, yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
no,
So,
it has
like,
nothing to do with that.
Everyone
check
needs to
this out.
stop the cap in Spider-Verse.
So like, what if all these upcoming movies are like this part of like the timeline just getting bombed, and then like all these movies are going on at the same time, and then they're like branching off into their different things. That's why there's like gonna
That's
be
why
like a couple different
everything's, like,
Spider-Man. That's why
related
Doctor
to the-
Strange gonna be like.
I could see it.
Well,
It-
that's-
it makes sense. The
dealing with the multiverse.
multiverse
Ant-Man's
of
gonna
madness.
be going into the what's it called?
Quantum.
Yeah.
Quantum
Mhm.
verse or quantum.
It's-
Realm.
So I could totally see that going
But,
on
yeah,
too, and
well,
like that'd be kind of cool.
That's the exact thing I said. I think last week was that all these movies and shows that we have currently, all of them delve into a sort of multiverse thing. You know, like WandaVision.
Mhm.
I mean, that was clear. Now at this point, we have the title Multiverse of Madness. We have Spider-Man. All this news. So like, it really is getting to the point where it's kind of clear that it's leading to this multiversal thing, to the point where, like I said last time, Secret Wars. You know, it's got to be Secret Wars.
Gimme.
I think
That's
it's
gonna
gotta
be our big
Dude,
next
that'd be
event.
so
and
sick.
and
For
if
sure.
if Marvel pulls this off cleanly, without a doubt, they would be the best franchise ever made in like the history of time.
Stop sucking them off.
I mean,
Oh my
like
God.
like
Jeez.
at this point, like DC can't catch them. Nobody can catch them. I mean, they're just doing it right. I know that face you made. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what, dude? Maybe.
But-
I mean, like, maybe if
We'll get
Discovery
into DC.
fires everybody.
Maybe,
Just
yeah.
Oh
fire
my
everybody.
god, dude, imagine.
But they're
And, like,
they're
Burn it to the
22
ground.
behind.
You know what?
We'll see.
Burn
But
it to
yeah,
the sea.
but for
I
now,
feel like dreaming right now.
but for
It's
now,
okay.
Disney,
Yeah, I don't feel like dreaming.
Disney
right now
has
either.
been on fire, and then especially because they also released a new animated movie called
Luca.
Luca.
Yeah, for us Italian boys out there.
A little Italian paisano.
Dude,
And the
good
sea.
watch. You know, good. I
It was really
actually
nice.
really liked it. It was a good watch.
And then just a heads up, John, I haven't seen it yet. I know.
haven't seen
Yes,
it.
we're
So,
gonna talk
Adam and I have.
and there's really not a lot to talk about here, so we can kind of fly through this. But just another classic Pixar movie.
Beautiful animation.
Great.
Beautiful.
The design.
So pretty.
The water, like it's so good.
All of it.
Does it?
Italy,
does
like the
it-
little Italian
Does it make
city?
you wanna eat a couple pizzas with
No,
your
it makes
paisans?
you. It makes you want to eat some pasta.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pasta in
We
particular,
need
not just
some
any pasta.
raviolis.
No, not just any
Uh-huh.
pasta.
I want some raviolis
Some
right now.
pesto, some pesto spaghetti.
Ooh,
Oh,
It was in
a little
particular.
white sauce.
It was a
A little
good.
chicken Alfredo.
It was a good movie.
It was cute, you know, like
It was a nice movie. Kind of like a weirdly like sad goodbye ending, but it was good. It was really good.
It took a different turn than I thought it was going to take based on the trailers.
Yeah,
because I
true.
thought the trailers led a whole sort of different story, but
Mm-hmm.
when the movie started, I didn't expect where it started off at all, and
I had no
it was
idea.
interesting where they took it,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, eventually they get into the fact, you know, well, let's do this spoiler free a little bit,
Okay.
but they get into you know, like the tangent of the, you know, the two kids. In total, there's 3 kids, the main characters of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, like, they just kind of like explore, you know, and they're just kind of kids, but it's an interesting way they do it,
They do it, yeah.
and it's kind of unique, you know, like with this aspect, especially like I said with the intro of the movie. If you know, once you guys watch it, like, you'll see what I mean from the trailers to the movie. It's kind of a weird.
It's a
flip.
good, yeah.
And it's
it's
clever.
a
I'm
quick
glad
watch
they did it.
too. Like it kind
It
of
is,
just
yeah.
flies through when you're watching it.
It's a total runtime about 140. an hour 40 minutes,
hour
but
40,
it's
yeah.
actually maybe like 130 to be honest. Like the last act is like
There
real
was an
short.
ending, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But,
So,
Hey, was there music in this movie?
like, there wasn't like.
Like songs?
I don't think
and-
there's anything that
There
you'd like
wasn't.
recognize.
It wasn't
out.
musical, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Like the characters didn't sing.
Oh,
if that
It
makes
was more or
sense.
less just like so you'd hear it.
Yeah.
But did it like give us like a decent kind of soundtrack?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, I'm telling you, it was good.
A
It's
good
kinda,
overall Italian little.
I,
feel.
I don't know why, but I'm like expecting like a soundtrack that like Up had.
Yeah.
Was it kind of
I
similar?
don't
Like
think-
it's mostly like
Instrumental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
at the same time, I don't think it was as memorable.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that makes sense. But
Their
it's still
focal
pretty
point
Up.
wasn't.
Up.
So-
What's the one song from Up? The really sad one
Oh,
at the beginning.
I can't remember, but
The sad boys are gonna enter the
Oh,
show. No, and then gets
then his
real
wife
sad.
dies and
No.
all. But no, it was good. I would say like I guess focusing on music would have been a good aspect, but just like the color and the picture, they do.
I
They
think
need
I
that.
think that's what all the focus
I'm gonna
went
watch
into
this.
was this. It
I'm
was
gonna
a
watch
very
this.
very visual movie.
It was.
Like, they captured the the villa, the Italian
The second I
villa.
opened up the
That
Pokeball.
was nice.
But,
oh god, smelling salts.
As well as like they don't like over exaggerate on like okay they don't over exaggerate on like the
No, you
Italian
have to get in there.
culture as
Oh.
well.
Dude.
Oh.
So
Like the
strong.
second I opened it up,
Oh my God.
Just leave
it
it
just
in there.
punched me in the nose.
Just leave it in there.
Oh
But
my-
Dom, what would you rate it?
Oh.
Yeah.
What I rate it,
Well,
man. Honestly, I'm giving it
8.3.
8.5 actually.
Oh.
8.5.
Wow, that's really high.
I liked it. I liked it. It was good. It had a nice kind of like feel to it, and just overall, like I said, they don't obnoxiously like over exaggerate on the Italian like culture. Like they don't force it to you. They just kind of like ease it in, and this is how it is. Like,
And they do
don't-
say a lot of Italian. Like,
Yeah, they do, yeah.
speak Italian like very.
They do,
Oh,
and
nice.
there's a good the two
cute.
kids are good characters. The three in total are really good characters. So
Such good character development to growth.
yeah,
like,
mhm.
growth.
Growth.
If I were to rate it, it'd probably be a 7.9, only because I feel like the last movie they came out with, Soul, was a little bit better in my opinion.
I have to watch that one.
I really-
I heard
That's
that
with
one.
Jamie
was very
Foxx,
good.
right?
Yeah, I really
I gotta
like
watch that
Soul.
one.
It was
I
such
haven't
a
seen that one.
funny movie and like really good.
I have to watch
But
that one.
Soul kind of takes it for me. But this one was also a solid watch, a good, for me, one time watch. I don't know if I'd rewatch it. But overall, definitely the thing that makes it is just the visuals for me. Like
Yeah.
such a pretty movie overall, just beautiful.
Guys,
But,
I was thinking about this, but I think we should do like a Pixar month at some point.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I'll just pick a Pixar movie.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that was our what we've been keeping up with.
For Luca, yeah.
This is our current stuff. So, like, we're always going to keep up with Bad Batch and Loki. So, if you guys want to watch that, keep up with us. And we'll most likely be keeping up with, different movies. Currently, we don't have anything set for the next coming weeks. So, it's just going to be Bad Batch and Loki. But when something does come up, we'll mention it for sure. But now we're going to go ahead and get into our year and A. So, we're going to start off with, we have a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes trailer. They released it, a full-length trailer this time around. We see a lot of samurai action. It's less so a focus on G.I. Joe, but we do get a mention of Cobra. So, what do you guys think?
I think the mention of Cobra is pretty dope. I do want to see this movie because I like Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
So the trailer did make me want to see
Is
this
this
movie.
pre
Plus, that guy's a good
It's-
actor
yes.
too.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
origin
love it.
Okay.
story. So yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I think the action will be good, and I would want to watch this in
And-
2 years for sure.
I also want to give it a
So
yay.
so yeah.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
thought you gave it a yay, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I do also want to give it a yay because it was just, it's weird because, like, it doesn't even feel like a G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like its own standalone.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
But at
For
the
sure.
same time, like,
Which I'm fine with. Honestly.
that's what I was going to say. It
I'm
looks
fine
like
with
a sick samurai movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
what it
does.
looks like. In a new time samurai movie, which looks awesome to me. So I'm gonna give it a solid yay for that one. It looks good.
Yeah.
I'll give it a yay as well. I think one of the coolest parts was the ending when his mask comes down.
Yeah.
The thing that's cool because I think one of
The suit looks so cool.
the
bro.
suit has always been cool throughout
That's
the
always
years.
just
He's
an
always
iconic design.
He's always been a top character, I think, in my opinion, for action. Like when
Yeah.
we were younger, a lot of people loved him. When G.I. Joes were
Snake Eyes,
popular,
man.
they wanted Snake Eyes. It was Snake Eyes, and what's the other guy's name? Shadow?
Storm
Shadow.
Storm Shadow.
And
Storm
I'm
Arrow?
actually
Funko.
very
That's his
excited.
counterpart.
I'm
Storm Arrow?
so excited.
Storm
Storm
Arrow.
Arrow. I'm very excited to
Five-head?
see a future. I hope they do a future with Storm Shadow. I don't know if this is gonna be like with the other G.I. Joes and all that movies with like Tatum and all that. I don't know about that, but that'd be
I don't
cool.
think so.
Channing
But
Tatum
maybe.
was in the G.I. Joe.
That'd be
Plus
cool.
the Rock, too.
Plus the Rock.
Oh, I
was in
forgot
it.
he was in that, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, that was when he was just playing like the same character
Over and over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like the
just
bad
over
guy,
and over.
big action
So-
guy.
Throwing torpedoes at people.
Well, that's where I was thinking. A future with Storm Shadow. I think this could be a good brick building movie for a Snake Eyes, maybe like world, and then future gets a Storm Shadow movie, and that would just be unreal. So I'm gonna give it a yay.
Ooh, yeah. All right, definitely.
We're out of time. All right.
Yay for me.
Tell
Dom,
him,
that
tell
was
him.
very rude.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's
All right.
You know what else is rude? Sticking a fucking smelling salt in someone's nose. You
Hey, but did it get you going?
You smashed it up my right side.
Yeah,
That-
that's
I didn't
good.
get any on the left. It just went, and I was like,
Dude, like
Good.
my like eye, my like right eye just started like watering.
it like
I
fell
just got an
out. and I
uppercut
was
right
like,
now, just from like popping open this Pokeball that we got the
I might need a
salt
nose
in.
whip.
But I think this movie's gonna have some badass fights though.
Absolutely.
Like, really sick fights. A lot of dope like katana work too.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
which
like that's,
which
that's
I'm
what I love to
hyped
see.
for. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super hyped with that too.
Yeah.
dude.
Action movies have come a long way. So.
So, all right, next. We don't have this on the list, but we've been meaning to talk about it. But F9 trailer.
I was gonna say
Fast
that.
and Furious.
I was gonna say that. I was
We
gonna
actually
say that.
watched it last week. didn't
All right,
we?
I
Yeah,
have
we
a I have a
together,
proposition.
but we
You,
didn't talk
you,
about
you
it.
saw F9 already?
No.
Oh, it hasn't
it's
come out
not
yet?
No.
Oh, you saw the trailer.
Yeah.
You saw the trailer.
We all saw the
Yeah,
trailer.
after.
We saw it.
What's-
Bullshit trailer.
What's
Yeah,
like?
it's
Bullshit trailer. Dude, what is
Dr.
this?
L, freaking,
Dude.
he's swinging his car.
No, but
like
she
he's
even needs to.
Spider-Man.
She's like, "Where's the bridge, Dom?" And he's like, "Hold on." And I'm like,
hold on, Tom. And dude, just
Hold.
"Dude."
Hold.
And then, dude,
How did it even
but-
happen? Like, wait,
but
like,
it's just
how-
he's so like
It just
calm,
like
though,
ripped
too.
under his undercarriage, I guess. It like
Like-
attached it to
like
his
like
undercarriage.
he's so calm. Like
like
he's
he knew it
like,
the whole time.
yeah, this is so totally gonna
Dude.
work 100%. Boom, he's cracked.
this is bullshit, dude.
And they didn't
This is
even like
bullshit.
even when they landed it, they landed on their wheels.
Yeah, perfectly.
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
And then
I-
and then they're like falling, and then it just like slingshots him, it's like yank, and then
Yeah.
just like takes him.
It
Like,
should
Yeah.
it should have been like that scene at the end of Tokyo Drift where they're like rolling over
Yeah,
and
I
like,
know.
"Ah, ah."
Or
Christ, dude.
how about we just
Nah,
make it
everyone's
realistic
perfectly
and they
fine.
hit it and they just fall down and die because that's that dude. You can't like, and he's always
Dom-
wearing this
dude,
white shirt.
Dom
Yeah.
Toretto was
Yeah.
way too calm.
He has an
so,
ugly
ass.
like that was like probably the best part about it. They didn't even flinch. Dude.
Yeah.
That he was like, "Don't worry, dude.
Don't worry, we got
I've done this a million times.
Yeah,
I've done this a million times."
Hold on,
And he was like, "Here, just watch it. Just
I think
swinging
at
like
this
Tarzan."
point-
Speaking of a million times, I'm gonna kick it off and give it a nay, to be honest, because like this series has gone too long, dude.
It's too long.
It's
bro.
getting it has gotten ridiculous, and now it's just like
now it's
come
like
on,
almost like
like-
They
sharp
actually
meat.
it's
went
almost
to
like a
face.
joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
it's
yeah,
almost like a
it's
joke
turned
that
into a
they
joke.
that they do with
So-
these like ridiculous stunts, realizing that everyone's just laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only way you can fix this is if you go like, oh yeah, no, they're superhuman.
But also,
'Cause,
like,
they're
there
just
was like
human.
5
Yeah.
scenes to where like people are like fighting on buildings or something, and then they both just fall off, and it's like there's just like
Concrete.
concrete.
Yeah.
Like,
But they're
below
gonna
it.
live.
Ridiculous.
But they're gonna live
Because-
somehow they're gonna land it.
I think if I remember correctly, I think
Give them powers at least or something.
that's the only way you can fix this. But
I'm also at an A, dude, because it's like,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, I'm at an A too. I was gonna
Dogs.
say that I think John Cena is Dom's brother, which they don't even look alike.
Yeah, I was like, what
But,
the hell?
yeah.
What?
There's
What? 'Cause
also a
it's
scene
both
where-
massive? Or what?
Dude, John Cena picks him up and he slams him through like
oh,
a
yeah,
door frame.
it was like the door frame, but
Dude,
then
but he's
Don
still-
Toretto just goes
it was-
right through it.
It was
Yeah.
like that scene in Army of the Dead with Dave Bautista when he like slams the zombie
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
like the
But
post
at least
thing.
the
It
zombie
like,
was
what
fucked
the
up.
hell?
Dude, if that was me, I'm going through and I'm just going like this.
Yeah, like,
Or
I
no,
think
it's
the
like
top
boom,
half of
it
my
goes through it.
spine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out.
Just
I'm
like
out.
boneless.
Just boneless.
It's bullshit. And then the the other scene too that I thought was stupid was they're like, is that a car with like a rocket strapped to it? And then he's driving with this rocket, but he's fine. Like I can't even go down some of the streets in El Paso without bumping like crazy. And he's just in the car like, this is fucking crazy. Like,
Right.
dude, I was
So I will say,
like, dude, like it's bullshit. But I will say this. Dude, let's go into. I'm down to watch this movie because I'm gonna ask Buddy because I think Buddy's seen him before. I want to go into it watching it as a comedy. Like I'm gonna go in and just
I
laugh
think
at
that's
everything.
how you have to. At this
Dude, you
point.
can't take it
Like,
seriously.
No,
You can't
there's
take
no
it seriously.
way.
And then the Chinese guy's back. He didn't die.
Yeah,
like, come
no, that guy's back.
That
again.
guy's died like 3 times.
Japanese. It was in Tokyo.
It was in Tokyo,
Excuse
sir.
you.
I don't give a shit. Should be dead anyways. I don't care.
Huh?
Die.
Well,
And you
yeah,
get
no,
it?
but like, that was the thing that I was gonna say. That it's like, I think like the only good thing about this one is that they're bringing back the Tokyo Drift guys.
Yeah.
Because Loki, that was kind of one of my favorites.
I know.
It's
And I
honestly
don't
my
care.
favorite. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's my
Giant-
favorite.
And I don't care. They
I like
drift
it.
hard in that one.
Oh,
dude.
and
that
then-
last race is so sick.
Good song.
I do not care.
Let me ask this real quick. What was that whole thing about how like they're trying to connect it with Jurassic World? Is that like a fake?
No, that's not real.
That's
I-
not real.
Pretty sure that's.
Because I was say I was
I
like,
think they were asking the
No.
cast.
okay.
Yeah.
And I
like-
think they were like,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, of course.
Because I was saying if this is real, then I'm expecting some weird scene like, oh no, like Toretto fell in the Indominus Rex exhibit, and then he's gonna be like, doing it for family, and then like he's
and
gonna
he's
fight
gonna
this
be
thing.
like-
Now
He's
it's
like,
fam.
No.
oh my god, dude.
He's gonna fight it. Yeah.
Freaking not you again. And
No,
then he
you
just puts
again.
him in a fucking chokehold.
Picks him up and
Yeah.
slams it down his Rex like
Yeah.
on the.
Or
yeah,
like
it's
grabs him by the tail and then like and just
Yeah.
does a spin like Bowser.
Yeah.
And, like Mario
Mario.
64.
All right. All right. So that was the F9, yay or nay.
Yeah,
So we're gonna have to speed up here because we're running out of time. We still got a lot to talk about. So next we're gonna talk about the Shazam suit reveal. We did get a quote unquote upgrade on the
Yeah.
suits, and in my opinion,
They
yay. They
look
do
great.
look better, just of the suits, but the movie's still kind of a nay for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still gonna see it.
Okay, so I'll
we'll
ask
see
you
what
that
happens
here.
with it.
I want to hear this real quick.
I think the suits do look better. So yay, because I
Yay on
like
the suits, but nay on the movie still? Or
No.
are you yay on the movie?
I don't know. Yay on the movie. I don't know, dude.
You see him pull the glasses
I'll-
back to you.
I don't, dude, because I'm trying not to get mad about this movie, and I'm trying.
Do a
to,
classic, like where you take the glasses off and then you like
dude,
rub the eyes.
accept it, dude. But like, honestly, I do like the suits, and I am
Suits
gonna
look
watch
better.
the movie because
Mhm.
I really like the character. So yay.
John?
cool suits, and I think that does help their cause. But nay.
But I don't
It's
like
not
the
gonna
cause.
save the movie, but you know.
But I
what?
just
It
don't care about
helps.
the cause anymore. That's
You know
that's
what?
true. I just don't care about the cause.
I'm with that too, I guess. Yay on the suits, because I mean it's always nice when you get an upgrade, like because we've all seen Captain America's Avenger suit, his first one, compared to his Winter Soldier suit, and upgrades are always a good thing. So yay on the suits, nay on the movie, because I just don't care about this movie.
Who are they even gonna fight?
Me,
No,
Other than Black Adam.
dude, they're fighting
no,
Fast
dude.
9, dude.
like they're fighting freaking the Fury.
They're gonna
guys.
fight Don
Like,
Toretto.
Well, like speaking of suits, Super
All right,
Bowl.
speaking of suits, exactly. So next we have our Supergirl suit reveal. So, as we've mentioned before, Supergirl is getting a show, movie, right, or show?
Movie.
Movie.
Well, no.
No.
She's
gonna appear in the
being
Flash movie, right?
in the Flash.
In the Flash movie, that's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. So she's gonna have an appearance, and we did get a suit reveal as well as we got to see her in the suit. And based on that, I'm gonna start it off, and I hate to do it, because I really want to see a successful Supergirl. But man, this suit is weak. Like, I hate to be honest, but like it just doesn't look like. It's a good-looking suit, but not for her, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
Alright,
it's gotta
so-
fit the person,
Alright,
kind of
so
like Shazam.
I think
So I'm gonna give it an A.
so. I think it's like the cape, because like they're
Maybe.
probably gonna like do it through like
I
CGI
really-
and stuff.
I really,
so I think
really
that's why it
hope
looks
it-
so weird, because it doesn't have the cape on.
But for the picture as is, I gotta give it an A. It looks weak.
Okay,
It looks
yeah.
like kind of cheap.
I am thinking it might be a rough visual, but I'm gonna go with yay, because this isn't the final product. I don't think it looks good right now. But no, actually, schmeh, because I don't think it looks good now. But I
Have hope.
think they're gonna make it look
So
good with CGI.
I'm actually gonna ride off those coattails. I'm gonna give it a schmay because I feel as though this is one picture. and I want to
That's
see
fair.
how it looks on the on the big screen and
Yeah,
all that.
'cause-
Because it's clear the Shazam
for
showed it
sure-
off.
yeah.
it's clear Shazam's
Like-
showed him off, but this one just kind of like someone snapped it and like posted it.
Yeah, so,
So-
I would really love to see the final product. That's
Can I
not
see
the
the
final
picture?
product.
So-
I don't
Show me the
think
picture.
so.
Really hope
I
so.
don't know, because I'm
I
just
don't understand the red stuff though. What,
Okay,
like,
wait.
why is it red?
So I'm
Abs,
just
dude.
picturing the cape, and I think it just because that's the only thing that it's missing. I think,
I still
and she's got a cool kind of haircut, but it's like, what Supergirl, like,
Like why
is
she there?
this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
Like-
abs look really weird to me too.
that's
Yeah.
the thing I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
Like it's just
But I'm gonna go
clearly not
for like a yay though. I'm gonna
Oh
go for
my
a yay.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I think the shoulder's
Hot
cool,
take.
going all red and like down to the arms.
I agree with that.
But
It's new.
but
plus I'm
alright.
picturing the cape though, and I just can't get it out of my head.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the Supergirl suit. Next, we're gonna go ahead and get into the Morbius in the MCU. So Sony is coming out with a Morbius movie, who is a main Spider-Man antagonist for the most part, but they did reveal that he will be apparently part of the MCU.
I got a take on
So,
this.
what do you guys feel about
I
that?
think that they don't know what they're talking about, and that
I feel like they're BSing too.
that it's like they're
Morbius
just
is
saying
Jared
this,
Leto?
yes,
and
Okay.
like that,
he's like the vampire,
that like they're just saying this
Dracula, basically.
and like kind of just like, oh yeah, like this is part of like the MCU. This is Marvel.
Okay.
Realize
And I
this
just don't
is-
think they know what they're talking about.
realize this is the only time people have been talking about this is that it's in association with the MCU and nothing about the actual movie. So nay, because I think this movie's trash.
Yeah.
I think that this movie is just trying to use the MCU as to be a clout chaser.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I
They're
think that
they're clout chasing.
yeah. They're clout
So
chasing.
this whole like leaked news of like it's gonna be the MCU is so off to me because this came from Tyrese Gibson
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
that's
and
the source on
and
this.
he's also another one in Fast
How do you think
9.
that guy knows what the MCU is?
That's why I'm confused. And if it
So
is,
is he? Wait. So that guy's in this movie?
I
No,
don't
that's the
even
guy that
know.
broke this news.
Yeah, but like,
That's how this news started.
is that the same guy from like Fast and
yeah,
Furious?
and then
Yeah.
Transformers and all that.
Is he in this movie though?
I don't
No.
know. I have no,
No one
idea.
knows why
And-
he said this.
I gotta look at the cast
Was it
list,
just
hold
like
on.
was it just a random question that maybe like popped up and he's like, I guess, yeah, or like
No, like he
Like-
straight up says it. I think, but
Because
like
it just says it is set in the MCU. So.
yeah,
it
Like the
throws
question,
me
the
off.
question is the interviewer asked him. He said, "Is it part of the MCU? Can you say part of the Avengers world?" And all he says is, "Yes." So
You know what?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
a
is
cat.
in the
He
movie.
is in this movie.
He is in the movie.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
is Michael Keaton.
what?
No.
Look at.
But I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a
So is
nay
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, nay.
because
Dude, what is
not
going on
only
in this
because of the
movie?
fact that it's kind of like what is going on. It's kind of a mess. But on
Alright.
top of that, they've been
That was the only other big
everybody's been kind of doing my boy
What the
Jared Leto dirty, dude. Like with Joker, he got done dirty.
yeah,
He kind of had a revival in the Snyder Cut, but I mean that's trash. So what's the point of that?
yeah.
And on
like,
top of
that's-
this, like this kid's now doing this other main role with Sony. It's just like, man,
I
I think Jared Leto really needs a break, like
Yeah,
with this superhero stuff.
I think
honestly.
he needs to take a break with the whole villain stuff and superhero stuff because like I don't think this movie's going to be good. This movie's been
probably
pushed
not.
back like 3 or 4 times.
But he
already.
also needs some justice though. to,
Yearning?
like, just
That's
give him something.
that's what I was gonna say.
But it's a nay though. Yeah, but it's
I-
like just give him some justice,
Exactly.
like with like
I'm-
just because like the guy's a great actor, but like put him in the
the
position
role he
to like,
deserves. Yeah.
like show that off.
Mhm.
Dumb.
You know, I'm actually gonna agree with John, except I'm gonna give it a yay because, like you said,
Ooh.
I think he does deserve some justice. And if they can give some fuck you justice to DC, saying, "Look what you did to this guy, and this is what we're doing with this guy," I would really appreciate it. Like I would
But
really appreciate it.
at the same time, it's Sony though, so that's why I
Yeah.
don't.
Well, that's why it's
It's
confusing.
iffy.
That's why it's really confusing.
I don't think that they-
and Tyrese Gibson. I don't think
they're gonna
Tyrese
pull it
Gibson
off
knows
for him.
Anything.
anything. Like I just think
It's just old.
All he knows about is Fast.
he probably
Yeah.
thought it was a fast movie. He was probably
Yeah.
like, "Is this Fast 10? I'm in." Like,
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll just end
so I'm gonna
Fast
give it a
and-
yay though.
Fast and
I'm gonna give it a
Furious is
yay
part of the
because
MCU.
if it somehow ends up connecting and it's good and Jared Leto comes through, then I think that'd be at least a good foot in the right direction for him because he has been hurting a little bit lately.
All right, so that was our yay or nay section. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the last little bit before our homework. We're going to get into our gaming news. So we did talk a lot about E3 last week. We got into the majority of it. But the one day that we didn't get was the Nintendo E3 because we recorded the podcast the day before that released. So we're going to go ahead and talk about some releases, the things they announced, big things. So one of the big ones is Metroid is getting a new game called Metroid Dread.
Yes.
It's going to be another 2D game, just like the classic Super Metroid.
I think that's
and it
smart
looks
to
good.
do it that way.
That's
It's
what I'm
after
thinking.
like,
A
I
good
think
change.
like 13 years,
Do it
right?
that way.
Exactly. Yeah, something
This
like
is a
13,
2D
12,
game?
13 years. Yes, it's going to be a like 2D platformer. And Metroid was originally that type of game.
Well, it feels a lot of those games were.
So-
But
It's
I don't know, because so I don't have a Switch like you guys,
Right.
but the last Metroid game I played was Metroid Prime Echoes.
Ooh, I
Oh,
think
that was a shooter, right?
Yeah,
That was a
and that was on GameCube. That was
GameCube,
dope.
yeah,
that was
fun.
dope. And I was kind of hoping for more of a direction of that, but
But they're bringing it back. Dialing it back.
That
so-
actually was a shooter.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that was a good one.
But that was an interesting one. They also announced, well, not necessarily announced. We already knew it's going to come out,
Yeah.
but they did give us actual footage this time.
They
Actually,
gave
you
us
know
a
what?
taste.
I'm going to leave it till the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But next, so we also got another character for Smash, Kazuya. He is a
From
Tekken,
Tekken?
character.
Tekken someone.
Looks pretty interesting. He looks like he fights like Ken, and all the
yeah.
other fighters.
Yeah, like
But-
I think that'll probably be his kit.
But he does look
Yeah.
more complicated, like more combo based.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to see. It looks
Yeah.
it looks
think
pretty.
they just
Did
sick.
you
had,
guys
like,
play
blue.
the Tekken games?
no.
I played a couple of them. I'm not very good.
There's
at
a
them,
lot
but
of
they're pretty
characters
fun.
on
Yeah,
Smash
those are
that I don't know.
Because I think we bought like
Mhm.
probably maybe like 2 or 3 Tekken games
Dude,
on
those are fun.
PlayStation
They
2.
they have like
They're
such a
fun
good
games.
like heavy feel. Like
Yeah.
all the characters feel like weighty,
Yeah.
and like a punch always feels really good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but
Yeah.
but next we got Mario Party Superstars.
Let's go.
That one is
Yes.
basically gonna be kind of like Mario 3D All Stars, but in this case, it's gonna be the best of Mario Party. Maps, mini games, everything include characters,
I love that, dude.
and it looks sick.
I
Absolutely
love it.
sick. I'm super
The old
excited
boards.
for it. Exactly, all the
the
old
old
boards,
boards,
the old
Mario
mini
64.
games.
There was this
Mm,
like
yeah.
hockey one on Mario Party 4 or Mario Party 5. It was on GameCube, and I hope
Yeah.
they bring that one back.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Because it was like
So-
a 2-on-2. And
Yeah,
it was
dude, it
electric,
was a
dude.
When is this one coming out?
Yeah.
Mario
Oh,
Party?
like
They
the last
didn't have a
game,
date,
dude.
they
It
just
was like
announced
Games
it.
to 5 or something.
Yeah, it was sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they also another one that they also announced. I don't know if you guys have ever touched these games. They're called WarioWare Inc.
Dude,
Have
yeah.
you guys ever
Yes.
touched these games? So
Yes.
they're basically what
They're
they
so
are.
weird.
They're
Dude,
all
they
like
are
really weird mini games, and they're very very gimmicky.
Uh-huh.
And I'm super excited for this because like so I had
That's
this
gonna be a
game.
great party one.
Oh, for sure. And I had this game on the Game Boy, which I don't know if you
Boy.
guys owned it, but it was like this fat, huge cartridge, and you would put it on. But the thing about it, and it was like way ahead of its time. So the mechanic was the cartridge had a mechanism inside that would detect when you would twist it. So all the mini games they were like that, but they were all twist based.
Oh, really?
And it was so fun. Like there were little driving ones. There were like little like all different little
No,
games.
yeah,
But it
that
was
was
all
back on the
twisting.
Game Boy?
And it all started
Freaking
on the Game
Nintendo,
Boy,
man.
so now
That
it's
is
all
weird.
it came up. You know, they had the Wii version where you
pioneers.
do stuff. Dude, I'm super hyped for it. It looks sick.
We had the one that was on
Goofy.
GameCube, I think.
Yeah, that was,
was-
where
that
like
was
the
fun.
elephant where you have to
Yeah.
yeah, like the elephant where you have to
Yeah,
do that or like
that
the
was
hat.
fun.
It had
It's
like
fun.
crazy
You know what?
background
Hey,
stuff.
I'm still waiting for Donkey Kong bongos.
Yeah.
They need
They
to
might,
bring
yeah.
Donkey
They
Kong
might.
Bring
bongos
back
back.
Donkey Kong bongos because there's actually like they did
Dude,
like a campaign
there's
mode,
like a
and
campaign.
it was actually sick.
Oh
dude.
my god,
It was
great,
so
great
sick.
monkeys in that.
Yeah, great monkeys, great villain monkeys, dude.
Yeah.
And all right, so now we're gonna get into the final little bit of gaming news. Well, not the final, but like the one of E3. The big one was that right at the end of the press conference was we finally got actual legitimate gameplay footage of Breath of the Wild 2. We see Link with a new mechanical / like magical sort of
Oh
arm.
yeah,
He
dude.
has time slowing powers.
Abilities,
He has
yeah.
fire.
phasing.
Yeah, phasing.
I love the
portal-like
abilities in
phasing.
this one, dude.
So
I love the
it
abilities.
looks
All right,
unreal.
so the best part of this gameplay
And
was the
Sky?
beginning.
Yeah.
So the best part of this gameplay was definitely like the first clip that they like kind of showed of
He's,
like
like,
just him just
skydiving.
like going
Yeah.
in, just
full
just
hair,
dropping in
full
on the map.
lettuce.
Just,
Yeah,
just
he's
dropping
on the
in on the
ponytail.
map.
Dude, his lettuce
Lettuce
is
is out of the
yeah.
ponytail.
Yeah,
It
dude.
looks
Oh.
sick.
Yeah, dude.
And
looks great.
I'm super hyped, man.
Same game engine.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
exciting.
The engine's the same, dude.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
which
like,
is
why-
which there was nothing wrong with
Exactly.
it. So
Why
just
fix was
leave
not
it.
broken.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Why fix was not broken.
It was such a great, smooth, playable game that's like, why change it? So they didn't.
And on top of that, this one looks very smooth, very clean, and like just this whole new addition of Sky gameplay, like that's gonna be crazy. There's got to be a Sky City, so like it's gonna be all sorts of interesting, dude. It's exciting.
I'm like curious about the map. Is it gonna be bigger or smaller? I feel like it might be smaller.
I feel like it might be. Oh, that's a good.
I think it's gonna
like
be
smaller on the ground, but elevate like in the
Yeah.
air. That's how they
I think
expand.
it's gonna be the same map on the ground, but then it's gonna be like
more destroyed.
a decent kind of size map, but in the sky too. So
Yeah.
two in one.
I feel like this game though is gonna be harder than the last game. I think with the mix of everything and the new mechanics and the
maybe
fire.
the abilities might be tougher.
I think it's gonna be.
But also, do you guys think they're gonna do the shrines? Right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because those are hard as shit.
Or like a variation.
There were some like that were just hard as shit.
Because it had the puzzle aspect, like
exactly.
you had to figure it out. But the last thing that I would like to touch base on this one with that trailer, someone's got to rewind that shit because there are some sounds happening there. So someone's got to rewind it. I need someone to do it now. Do it quick so I can see it because there's some hints. There's some hints for sure.
All right, so that was the Nintendo E3 bit. So let's get into our last two little bits of gaming news. So the next one is Sea of Thieves has this new Jack Sparrow expansion. I believe we did talk about it last week.
Yeah,
but
briefly.
They also did announce that in this DLC, which is kind of a big deal because one of the biggest parts of that game is that, well, it's all pirate based. And on top of that, it's kind of a PvP thing when you think about it. These randos can come and they can basically just ravage your crap, destroy you, and you're gone. You're left with nothing.
Oh,
So
worst feeling.
The worst.
The big part of this update is apparently there's none of that. You can't be raided. None of that. It's clean. You're good. It's all just like you and you do your story.
Is it like getting close to like the island, or is it like you can't like find people on the open sea anymore?
I think I'm assuming kind of like the Tall Tales where you start it. I think the Jack Sparrow thing is going to be like a Tall Tale. You start it, and then it's going to cut. Like the second you start it, I think like no players can fuck with you. Like nobody can touch you.
Once you're in the story,
exactly.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's how it works.
The way you mentioned
it's kind of cool. You know,
it kind of seemed like
aspects.
I think it's good because you can just focus on enjoying the story.
And it's probably going to be long.
That's
it's probably going to be long too.
Worry about someone on your ass just waiting for you.
So that was my biggest complaint is that when you have a bunch of treasure and somebody goes after you, there's no save ports. There needs to be save ports in the islands.
Yeah, there really should be.
And so this is cool. I'm glad that they didn't take PvP out completely because I think
it's fun.
The point of a pirate game is that, but that's cool. I did also read up on some shit that this is a good thing for newcomers. If you haven't played Sea of Thieves before, this is a great way to get involved in it, as well as it runs through the Tall Tales. Jack Sparrow's going to run through 5 Tall Tales, so it's going to be a lot of content. You can't play as Jack, but he's on your crew.
He's alongside, yeah.
As well as you can get a lot of the cosmetics from him. You can buy a lot of cosmetics, and for your player and your ship, like you could even have the Black Pearl.
Super exciting.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
dude,
that'd be really
I've
cool.
like never seen any of those movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
But I want to.
Fucking.
I think I've seen one of them,
Pirate Month.
but like, I just like can't think of it though.
The first one is
right
like
about
fucking.
I don't remember.
All right, so
I don't remember.
our last little piece of gaming news is we got Pokemon Unite,
Unite.
which essentially is a League of Legends / Smite sort of gameplay, but with Pokemons.
And
Just
mobile
run it through the
too,
field.
right?
It's gonna be on Nintendo Switch as well as on your telephone.
I would
So-
like to say that I was
Sick.
never inclined to play that style of game. I always didn't understand it. I thought it looked lame. I didn't get the appeal to it. But I guess when it has characters that you're super interested in and that you're invested in, you're like, oh yeah, man.
I still
I'm
haven't.
totally down. So
I need to see what I'm getting into. Yeah.
I'm into it. The gameplay that I saw, it's literally like a League of Legends with like Pokemon, pretty much.
And that's what it is. It
But
looks
it looks
like,
cool though.
It looks like Smite.
It really looks cool.
I like Smite. It's fun. I mean, as long as you have a decent team. Definitely not an everyday kind of game, but like it's fun to touch on every now and then. And this seems cool because it's like little Pokemons just like beating the crap out of each other on the field, you know, and you control.
Yeah, and it's definitely like a different like gear for Pokemon.
Exactly, it looks a lot slower and just for more casual play.
And you know what? I like that they brought it to mobile.
That too.
I like that because the last mobile game we got was Pokemon Master Sex. and Pokemon
Oh,
Go.
it was Pokemon Master Sex.
Because it was Masters X. But
Yeah.
Oh,
EX, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Pokemon
yeah,
Master
I don't think
That
they
was like
thought that
going
one
through
through.
Twitter
I don't
like
think they
crazy,
thought that one
dude.
through.
That was so funny.
Yo,
Oh my
Pokemon Master
God.
Sex, bro.
All right, so that was
That
our.
was like the end of that game.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be pretty
that
much.
was the end of that.
That's gonna be pretty much it for our gaming stuff. Now we're gonna get into our last little bit, our homework.
Yeah,
for this
our
week.
homework. So since it's 80s themed, real quick, the Jack Sparrow update comes out tomorrow. You guys will hear this later, but it comes out tomorrow. So just to let you know, June 22nd. But it's 80s themed week. We got Field of Dreams, Wonder Woman 84, and The Brave Little Toaster, Back to the Future, and which is better than Wonder Woman.
That might be the dark horse for the best one of this
Yeah.
month.
Yeah,
Well,
that might be.
for this week, I'm gonna assign you guys the Blues Brothers.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think
good.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen a lot of it,
That's
but I don't
good.
think I've ever straight
I
watched
don't
it.
think I've ever seen it.
It's-
I've only seen like scenes of it.
It's pretty cool.
Such a
I've only
like
caught it on like
I mean,
TBS for like 10 minutes.
It's
and
such a
I'm
random
like,
movie.
well, it's like kind of in
Yeah.
the middle, so I'll just.
hey,
find it.
and I just thought about this right now. Since
Go
the Pirates of the Caribbean thing is like a Telltale story thing, maybe the BuzzBoys we all should squad up, play it,
Ooh.
talk about
Yeah. Hey,
the.
I'm
story.
down
Talk
for
about
it.
our pirate
We
adventure.
do have some,
that.
we do have some
we don't.
some ideas. So like play Pokemon trading card game,
Mhm.
Sea of Thieves. We got to get that shit rolling.
And
So,
look
yeah.
out for a live stream of
Mhm.
Spike Ball, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're definitely up for
And
it.
real quick, questions for the pod.
So I'm gonna close it off since this is our final, technically our final 80s week. To ask a question for it. The very first one was 80s animated movie, but this time I'm gonna just flat out. Let's say year 4. Basically, your what's it called? The mountain.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore.
Give me your Mount Rushmore of 80s movies.
Mhm.
So basically, your top 4
Shout out
80s
PMT.
movies.
Should we do our own for the next pod?
We can.
For
We can close it
like,
off.
for the last
that.
one. We'll do a little.
We'll
Mount
close it
Rushmore.
off
We
with
have to
that
cite
one.
PMT
Next
first.
week.
Oh yeah, no.
For sure, but
Definitely gotta cite our source.
Yeah, for sure.
But otherwise, that's going to be it for this week. So again, drop your favorite top 4 80s movies in the comments down below.
Okay.
Otherwise, you already know, guys, we have our Instagram, we have our TikTok going. Make sure you follow us on that because we post funny
YouTube.
stuff, little like snippets of things.
Hey,
Everything's
guess
up
who
there.
doesn't got all that stuff? The other BuzzBoys.
There we go.
They only
Yeah.
have
They're
YouTube.
trash.
Yeah.
They're trash,
So-
and we still want to fight them.
So,
Yeah, suck it, other BuzzBoys.
Mhm.
So we're
They don't
gonna
have TikTok.
No.
I don't think so. Just us.
close it up on that. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and thank you for keeping up with us. Now we're at 11 episodes, and we're
11,
gonna keep
guys.
going. It's
We're
awesome.
fun, yeah.
So thanks again, and we'll see you
Pitter
guys
patter, boys.
next week.
Buzzing, fellas.
And almost forgot. But
Almost.
thank you guys for 11 whole episodes of
Yes.
keeping up with the buzz and the boys talk.
Oh!
So we'll see you at 20.
A little gratitude.
See you guys next week. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.